All units, a 459 just occurred in 6th and Saris. Any unit to handle, code 2, identify.
Any unit in the vicinity, see the man at 211 just occurred. 3rd Neal Street. Stand by for further. Unit to handle, code 3 identified.
This is 11K. Go ahead with the further.
11K, your 211 is at Angels Flight, 3rd Neal Street. 11K, code 3.
What took you so long? They're getting away!
What happened here, sir?
They had guns. Dirty louses took everything and then booked. They went that way, the stairs alongside the track.
You look like a rat with a gold tooth in the water. Take a man in class. But we agreed to go 50-50.
LAPD!
Time is up.
Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
Car 11K. Shots fired. The suspect is down at 3rd and Hill. It's code 4 here, but I need an ambulance.
11K, roger on the ambulance. All units, the shooting at 3rd and Hill Street is code 4, code 4.
Shots fired, officer needs help. Chateau and Valencia. Chateau and Valencia. Shots fired, officer needs help. Unit to handle, code 3, identify. Shots fired. Officer needs help. Chateau and Valencia. Chateau and Valencia. Shots fired. Officer needs help. Unit to handle code 3 identified. Shots fired. Officer needs help. Chateau and Valencia. Chateau and Valencia. Shots fired. Officer needs help. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
Car 11K, we'll handle the help call. Go ahead, KGPL.
11K. Shots fired. Officer needs help. Chateau and Valencia. Chateau and Valencia.
I see you motherfuckers. Come on up here and get us.
What is all this?
Traffic stop from hell. Trolley unit pulls these guys over. Finds that trunk full of hardware like you wouldn't believe. They lose it. Bullets start flying. And they snatch up the guns and one of the cops. Get the high ground and we can find him.
And the officer?
Up there. Still alive, we think. Who knows for how long. We'll keep him busy if we can find a way up there.
Throw out the guns. Weapons on the ground, now! Put your weapons down and your hands in the air.
11K. I've been involved in a shooting. It's code 4 here, but suspects are down, and I need an ambulance in Chateau and Valencia. Also notify detective headquarters. I'll need the coroner. My partner and I are okay.
11K, roger on the ambulance and coroner. Detective headquarters will be notified. All units, 11K reports code 4 on the shooting at Chateau and Valencia. Code 4. All units, officers help. Major 415, 1624 West 3rd Street, 1624 West 3rd Street. Any unit to handle code 3, identify. 1624 West 3rd Street, 1624 West 3rd Street. Any unit to handle code 3, identify.
Car 11K, we'll handle.
Finally! We're starting to think nobody would show.
What have we got?
The 3rd Street Gang and the Diamond Street Gang. Mexican kids with nothing better to do than howl at each other. But no bloodshed so far. Shit! Hope you brought plenty of ammunition, sir.
LA!
Throw out the guns.
Around here somewhere.
How long do you think you can hold out?
Got you, Bill!
Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and
Car 11K, calling KGPL. I need an ambulance at 1624 West 3rd Street. Code 4. Shots fired and suspects are down.
Roger on the ambulance, 11K. All units be advised, code 4 on the major 415 on West 3rd Street. Suspects are down.
All units, a 459 just occurred at 6th and Saris. Any unit to handle, code 2, identified. just occurred at 6th and Sarah's. Any unit to handle, code 2, identify.
11 King, go ahead, KGPL.
11K, a 459 suspect just left 6th and Sarah's. Suspect.
Up on the roof, officer. He has a mask on his face. I caught sight when he shoved past me, but be careful. I saw him waving a gun.
Give it up now. Make it easy on yourself.
Get the hell away from me!
You can still pass it. I took the boat by those.
Car 11K.
All units, a 459 just occurred at 6th and Sarah's. Any unit to handle, code 2, identify.
11 King, go ahead, KGPL.
11K, a 459 suspect just left 6th and Sarah's. Suspect is a male Caucasian, believed to still be in the area. Code 2.
Up on the roof, officer. He has a mask on his face. I caught sight when he shoved past me, but be careful. I saw him waving a gun.
Give it up now. Make it easy on yourself.
Get the hell away from me!
Hurry, you can still catch him.
Oh my God!
Is somebody going to tell us what the hell is going on?
The war for this?
God damn!
Come on, Flatfoot. Let's negotiate.
How long do you think you can hold out?
You fucking
All units, a 459 just occurred at 6th and Sarah's. Any unit to handle, code 2, identify.
11 King, go ahead, KGPL.
11K, a 459 suspect just left 6th and Sarah's. The suspect is a male Caucasian, believed to still be in the area. Code 2.
Up on the roof, officer. He has a mask on his face. I caught sight when he shoved past me, but be careful. I saw him waving a gun.
Give it up now. Make it easy on yourself.
Get the hell away from me!
still captured. I think you broke my nose.
Now, are we gonna make a bargain or what? Put the weapon down now!
You want to back off right now.
You want me to paint the fucking sidewalk?
Any unit able to handle citizen reports at 211 in progress. 437 East 8th Street. Unit to handle code 3. Identify. State Street. Unit to handle code 3. Identify.
11K responding. Go ahead.
11K, citizen reports of 211 in progress at 437 8th Street at the Bristol Hotel. Suspects are...
Kid, drop that money one more time and you're a goner.
Sorry, mister. It's just my hands are shaking.
Shut up! Get the money in the bag.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Hurry the hell up, will you? Come on. It's goddamn cops!
Careful! He's got a gun!
Stop here! We're making a break for it on foot.
Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
Left the slug and this one over here.
Car 11K to KGPL. Bristol Hotel 211 is code 4.
All units be advised, code 4 at the Bristol Hotel on 8th Street, code 4.
The outset of these hearings. Committee on Un-American Activities, investigating alleged communist influence and infiltration.
All units, officer needs help. 333 South Main Street. 333 South Main Street. Officer needs help. 211 and shots fired. Unit to handle code 3. Identify.
The majority of persons associated with this great industry. I have every confidence the vast majority of the workers are patriotic and loyal to America. Of all ranks of prominent motion picture witnesses appear before the committee. President of the Motion Picture Association talks frankly concerning the attitudes of the producers.
You're gonna kill someone!
Sympathizers in our employ. Undoubtedly, there are such persons in Hollywood, as you will find elsewhere in America. But we neither shield nor defend them. We want them exposed. We're not responsible for the political or economic ideas of any individual. But we are responsible for what they do. Communists have attempted to inject their propaganda.
To secure our freedom, our future. All units, officer needs help. 333 South Main Street. 333 South Main Street. Officer needs help. 211 and shots fired. Unit to handle code 3. Identify.
Car 11K, we'll handle the help call.
11K, your help call is a globe blown in jewelry. 333 South Main Street is code 3.
What's the situation?
We got a hold-up gone sour. 3 guns locked themselves in with 2 hostages.
I tried to go in through the front, but the place is a fortress. I nearly got a mouthful of lead from my trouble.
All right. Let's see if I can get it through the back.
All right, I'll stay here and keep him busy.
Let's go.
Heavens to Betsy!
Surrender now, or I will use deadly. Quick, up the stairs! Get after him! Put the weapon down, now! Car 11K, I've been involved in a shooting at 333 South Main Street. Globe Loan and Jewelry. It's code 4 now, but the suspect is down. I need an ambulance here. And notify my supervisor and the coroner.
11K, roger on the ambulance and coroner. Your supervisor will be notified. All units, 11K reports code 4 on the shooting at 333 South Main Street. Globe Jewelry and Loan.
No company. Even the mouse seems to run from...
Any Century unit 450
car 11K. We'll handle the 415.
11K, your 415 is at the Alico station at Wilshire and Flower.
Possible mental case. Couldn't stay away.
You're the one who's been sending cosmic rays into my room. I'll show you. Yes, sir. You're not going to control my thoughts anymore.
Just calm down, sir.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Give it up, LAPD.
He went that way.
Put your hands in the air. Be careful. He looks dangerous. Don't make me chase you.
There he is. See him?
You don't understand. Someone has to stop the Venusians.
Farewell, cruel world!
Officer needs assistance, 540 West 9th Street at Uncle Sam's Army Supply. 540 West 9th Street. Unit can handle code 2, identify.
Stop rushing.
Car 11K responding. Go ahead.
11K, officer needs assistance.
I don't know what you're talking about. We weren't doing nothing.
I've seen you little sons of bitches prowling around my store. I'll show you. I'll teach you not to.
Sir, drop the weapon. You've been drinking, sir. You don't really want to.
3 times I've been robbed. Ain't nothing gets done about it.
Look out! More of them! Put them down!
Throw out the guns.
Let's see if I can put your eye.
Stay down.
take this guy out.
Can't, you motherfucker!
Stay in cover! Can I get some cover here, for the love of God? 11 King calling KGPL. I've been involved in a shooting. Suspects are down. Need an ambulance to 540 West 9th Street. It's code 4. Notify a supervisor in the corner.
Roger, 11K. All units be advised, suspects are down at 540 West 9th Street. Shooting at Uncle Sam's Army surplus is code 4.
KGPL to any unit, the 459, they're now at 267 South Main. Unit to handle code 2, identify.
Century Broadcasting.
Remember, you call the cops and I'll hunt you down. Got me?
Too late, asshole.
God damn it!
Get up there after him, Phelps!
Everyone, get away! I'm not built for these situations! I got you now, motherfucker!
Capital, railroad officials, screenwriters, and critics. All units in the vicinity, see the security guard at 459 there now at 536 South Figueroa. Unit to handle code 2, identify.
Beacon, Ohio, Twin Unit Diner serves two useful purposes. Eating is one of them, and then when the dishes have been cleared away and the machine is gone, the car is readily converted into a motion picture.
11K, go ahead KGPL.
Where the hell have you been? 4 punks been helping themselves to the suits.
Oswald Jacobs, you work here?
Goddamn right I do. I've been watching the place for 10 years, waiting for something like this.
Calm down. Show us to the suspects.
You go first. How about I back you up?
LAPD!
Weapons on the ground!
I'll be right behind you, pal.
Car 11K. Shots fired and suspects are down. We're code 4 here, but I'll need an ambulance at 536 South Figueroa Street, Holcher's Textiles. Also notify a supervisor and the coroner.
11K, roger on the ambulance and coroner, and I'll notify your supervisor. All units, 11K advises code 4 on the shooting at Holcher's Textiles. The suspects are down, code 4. Any central unit, 459 with possible suspects inside at 829 South Olive. Unit to handle code 2, identify.
I'm walking here. You don't care who gets in your way, do you?
Possible suspects inside at 829 South Olive. Unit to handle code 2, identify.
This is 11K. We'll handle the 459.
Roger, 11K. Your 459 is at 829 South Olive Street at Silman's Jewelry Store. 11K, code 2.
Why not? You got a good track record with jewelry stores.
You got that safe open yet, or what?
Your girlfriend is looking over my shoulder again. I swear she says one more word.
Honey, it's best if you let him work. Floyd, you better hurry up. That was a hell of a crash we made getting in.
LAPD, hands up, all of you!
Jesus! Jake, Morty, come and blast this cop!
They're upstairs. Upstairs! This wasn't my idea, mister.
You keep an eye on the girl.
asshole. Keep that, fucker. Keep those hands up.
Give it up, LAPD!
Damn it.
LAPD! Out of the car, lady! So what next? Help me out. What now?
But he was up against a couple of fists that packed a discouraging wallop, and the ref says that's all.
KTI is a member of the American Century Broadcasting Network.
This guy must have escaped a loony bin.
Bukowski, Galloway, quite the little reunion in there. Almost brought a tear to my eye.
They're good police.
How would you know? You got promoted so fast you barely had time to learn their names. Let me fill you in. Bukowski's a pushover. Galloway's a drunk.
You could learn a thing or two from both of them.
Please. They couldn't work a vice case if their life depended on it.
I don't see why they'd be any better or worse at it than me.
I noticed you said better. Hubris disguised as humility. Kind of your trademark, don't you think?
Why do you always twist everything? Galloway's got nothing to prove. He's been on homicide for years.
And he's welcome to it. You're a terrier, Phelps, and that's what I need. Not some old bulldog who can't get up a flight of stairs without coughing off his lunch.
Any unit in the vicinity of 211 in progress at 3rd and Union. Stand by for further unit to handle identify.
Christ alive, this is a nightmare!
Radio.
Here, Stoneman, office 505.
I swear, if we locked up every doctor in this town, Vice would be able to work half days.
Yes, sir, your name?
LAPD. We'd like to see Dr. Stoneman.
Dr. Stoneman is with a patient. Would you like to wait?
No, we wouldn't. Tell him we want to see him now.
There's no need to be rude.
Save it, sister.
Dr. Stoneman, I have some gentlemen from the LAPD here to see you.
Send them in, please. I'll see this patient again after they've left.
Your investigation is much more important than my sciatica. I'm just in pain here.
Dr. Stoneman, we are investigating the death of one of your patients, Julia Randall.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Do you mind if we ask you some questions about Ms. Randall?
Not if it doesn't compromise doctor-patient privilege, Detective.
How well did you know Miss Randall?
Barely at all. She'd only been a patient 6 months or so.
Julia Randall has been your patient for nearly a year. I'm sure you know that.
Do you doubt my veracity, Detective? Do you have access to my patient records?
Your prescriptions contradict you, Doctor.
Miss Randall was in the fashion business, as you probably know. She was jumped up on Benzedrine by day and knocked down by sleeping pills at night. I told her to slow up, but no. Life was too short for her.
And you supplied the prescription for the Benzedrine?
It's not illegal, Detective. A lot of young women in her line of work use it for weight loss.
You wrote Julia Randall a prescription for Benzedrine. How can you account for that?
Miss Randall was in the fashion business. She wanted to control her weight.
Benzedrine is addictive, as I'm sure you know, Doctor.
As I warned her, but she was determined. She said she needed it to control her appetite.
Sounds like you knew her pretty well.
I knew the line of work she was involved in.
That'll be all for now, Dr. Stoneman. We'll be in touch.
The old boy's lying.
About what?
I don't know. He looked relieved when you said she was dead. That's a strange reaction to have to the death of a young patient.
Into this man's town.
Have you noticed how Croakers only pull out the physician-patient privilege card when they got something to hide?
There are certain things people have a right to keep private.
Until it gets in the way of police work. And it's only private when it suits them. A couple of drinks and every doctor I've met will spill your dark secrets in a heartbeat.
Zangelos, jeans.
Oh, Susie, you are so bad.
What can I help you with today?
LAPD, ma'am.
I hope I haven't done anything wrong.
No, ma'am. We're making some inquiries about Julia Randall. Does she work here?
No, I had to let her go. Is she in some sort of trouble?
She was found dead this morning. How long had Julia worked as a model?
Well, she worked in New York before coming here. She was a very beautiful girl.
Could you tell us why you let Miss Randall go?
Husbands sometimes come in here with their wives. When Julia Randall modeled, the husbands were often more interested in her than they were their wives' dresses. The wives weren't happy, and neither was I.
Did she have any close friends here?
Actually, yes. Heather Swanson. Would you like to speak with her?
I'd like that very much. Please don't inform her about Miss Randall's death.
Very well, officer. Heather, these gentlemen are from the LAPD.
I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. I understand that you worked with Julia Randall, Miss Swanson?
Yes. Julia helped me get my job here. She's not in any kind of trouble, is she?
She's a hellraiser, isn't she? Lives a fast life.
Oh, no. Maybe Mrs. Stanley would call her that, but I wouldn't. She's full of life, a wonderful company.
That's a lovely engagement ring.
Do you like it? Henry gave it to me.
I'm very interested in engagement rings. Do you mind if I take a closer look? That's some pearl, Miss Swanson. Would have cost Henry a fortune. He must really love you. How did you meet Julia?
I was introduced through my fiancé, Henry Arnett.
Henry is your beau. Tell us about it.
Yes, he is. Henry has a fashion business. He and Julia have been friends for years.
Are Miss Randall and Mr. Henderson engaged?
Who's he?
Look, lady, you need to give me something. Do you know anybody who would have cause to harm Julia?
No. Really, Mr. Phelps. Julie is my friend. I don't know why anyone would want to hurt her. She's okay, isn't she?
That's all for now, Miss Swanson. Could you ask your fiancé to visit Hollywood Police Station? It would be very helpful to our inquiry.
Now, wait a moment. I don't think I'll pass on that message until you tell me why you're asking all these questions.
Julia Randall was found dead this morning.
What? Oh, no. Oh, I can't believe it. She was so full of life.
The only reason some people get lost is
Your favorite orchestras and the most popular songs in the land. KTR Radio. Civilization and democracy. It's up to every American, man, woman, and child to save a little food every day. And that way the people of Western Europe can be helped in their fight for decency and freedom. Make sure that he does its part. Look for the men who will
Nice move not telling old Sweet Lips in there about her friend taking the big jump till we were half out the door. Very slick.
I figured we'd get more out of her that way.
You're learning, Phelps. We'll make a vice cop out of you yet.
That's the guy. I heard he's an honest cop. Now that's an oxymoron for you.
Isn't that the cop who caught the guy who's pretending to be dead?
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Messages, please.
Yes, Detective. The coroner's been asking to speak to you. I can connect the call if you like.
Please, thank you.
Al?
Cole, can you get over here? I just finished the autopsy.
Sure thing, Mal. We'll be right over.
Can't we talk about this?
Any available unit, the 484 suspect to be taken into custody at Sunset and Ivar. Unit to handle code 2 identified.
Detective Phelps.
Look, Phelps, in a minute, a bagman named Rampley's gonna walk in here and put a mint on some horse running in the 5th. We don't care about Rampley so much as we want his boss. He's the one we're gonna put away for fixing the race.
You're hoping Rampley will lead us to him?
Bingo. Here's what you're gonna do. Get in there, blend in, wait for our mark. You'll be in a dark coat. Wait until he hands over the cash, then tail him. Good luck.
I'll wait outside. Keep an eye on the place.
Isn't he the cop who won a medal in solving all the cases?
We're under starter's orders now in the 1 1/4 mile phase 8 section. The barrier attendants move to the rear. Flag is up, and they're off. Yalladanian jump well off the line along with Chief again. Eager races and Texas
Give me $1,000 on Cavalcade in the 5th.
Hey, come on. This ain't New York.
Isn't that the cop who caught the guy who's pretending to be dead?
Any available unit, the 484 suspect to be taken into custody at Sunset and Ivar. Unit to handle code 2 identified.
We can take it if you want, or not. We're not the only cops in this town, you know?
Detective Phelps.
Look, Phelps, in a minute, a bagman named Rampley's gonna walk in here and put a mint on some horse running in the fifth. We don't care about Rampley so much as we want his boss. He's the one we're gonna put away for fixing the race.
You're hoping Rampley will lead us to him?
Bingo. Here's what you're gonna do. Get in there, blend in, wait for our mark. You'll be in a dark coat. Wait until he hands over the cash, then tail him. Good luck.
I'll wait outside. Keep an eye on the place.
We're under starter's orders now. A 1 1/4 mile Clay Hayden stake. The barrier attendants move to the rear. Flag is up, and they're off. Galligan jumps way off the line along the
Give me $1,000 on Cavalcade in the 5th.
trailing the leaders is on foot, followed by 33. 3 lengths back to artillery and bric-a-brac. They get the turn.
Hey, come on. This ain't New York.
Got it, boss. A full G. She's coming in at 20 to 1. You and I are about to retire.
LAPD! You're both under arrest!
The 44 suspect to be taken into custody at Sunset and Ivar. Unit to handle code 2 identified.
If you don't want the call, leave it. Let them send a prowler.
Detective Phelps.
Look, Phelps, in a minute, a bagman named Rampley's gonna walk in here and put a mint on some horse running in the fifth. We don't care about Rampley so much as we want his boss. He's the one we're gonna put away for fixing the race.
You're hoping Rampley will lead us to him?
Bingo. Here's what you're gonna do. Get in there, blend in, wait for our mark. You'll be in a dark coat. Wait until he hands over the cash, then tear him up. Good luck.
I'll wait outside. Keep an eye on the place.
Isn't that the cop who won a medal and is solving all the cases?
See him? I saw his picture in the paper. He worked that case with the lady cut up like the guy.
Give me $1,000 on Cavalcade the 5th.
This ain't New York.
Got it, boss. A full G. She's coming in at 20 to 1. You and I are about to retire.
LAPD! You're both under arrest! Car 11K calling KGPL. Ambulance required at Sunset and Ivar. Shots fired and suspects are down. We're code 4, but I'll need an ambulance and a coroner.
Roger that, 11K. All units be advised, the 484 at Sunset and Ivar is code 4. Suspects are down.
Are you trying to mow them down?
Detectives Phelps and Earl here to see the coroner.
Yes, Detective. He's waiting for you in the examination room.
Cole, Roy, I have some information for you.
You're the only person enjoying this, Mal. Get on with it.
The bruising confirms 2 sets of hands, so we have 2 killers. Death was caused by heart failure due to an overdose of morphine.
Have you dragged us down here to gloat? We already heard your theory.
We agree that she was murdered.
Yes, of course.
I have something else to show you.
All right, Mal, what gives?
The dead guy's name is Jimmy LeBlanc, career burglar. He came in this morning. Someone stove his head in with a lump of 2x4.
So what? Good riddance.
I found 2 syrettes in his jacket pocket.
Wow.
Hang on a minute, Roy. We're listening now.
No sign of morphine use and no metabolized morphine in his blood. Scratch marks on his face.
Which could be from getting his head remodeled.
Time of death, Mal.
Maybe an hour or 2 after the Randall girl.
So you're saying Laughing Boy here could be one of our killers? That's a hell of a long shot.
Thanks, Mal. We'll check it out.
I found something else.
Sorry, I don't play.
I don't know if it's significant. His wallet was empty. The only other things he was carrying were the harmonica and the morphine. Carruthers. Yeah, he's here. I'll send him over. They have a guy called Henry Arnett in interview 2 for you next door. Let me know how you get on.
Sure, Mal. And thanks for the lead.
Sure, Mal. Thanks for the lead.
This guy was willing to rat his own mother after I sweated him. This is your automobile,
Mr. Arnett, I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. Thanks for coming in.
Call me Henry. It's the least I could do. Terrible news about Julia.
How well did you know Julia Randall?
Vaguely. I'm in the clothing business, and Julia occasionally modeled for me.
You getting hungry or something? Or can you go back to sleep? That's correct. And now you want me to... I have faith in the Lord. Do you, Senor? Will you okay?
He's asking whether you banged her in a chuck-on-the-shoulder fraternity kind of way.
I'm engaged to be married. It wouldn't be polite.
Answer the question.
This will remain private? Heather won't have to know? Yes. We had relations.
Miss Randall's landlady said she was seeing an older man.
Could have been. I wasn't privy to all the details of Julia's private life.
Do I need to start trying to look after me anymore? No way! Where's the phone? No entiendo. I'm a red. I got the crack. Is that the one? That's right. It doesn't matter. We're not dirty in this city anymore.
Henry, I don't like when people lie to me. She was seeing a man named Henderson. You know who I'm talking about.
Easy on, Detective. I may have heard of Henderson, but I don't know his full name. I think he's from New York or someplace back east.
You trying to sit me down?
funny. Julia told her cleaning lady that he lived in San Francisco.
Okay, you got me. I don't know where he's from. Julia wanted money. She always wanted money. She thought she could get some from this guy.
She was wearing a distinctive engagement ring. Do you think she might have convinced him to buy it for her?
Maybe he did, yeah. Maybe he and Julia were getting serious.
Ever heard of a Jimmy LeBlanc?
No. Should I have? Is he an entertainer or something?
So you wouldn't have any reason to believe that LeBlanc would be involved in Julie Randall's murder?
If this guy is a criminal, he might have been involved. But like I said, I've never heard of this LeBlanc character.
Heather told us that you were in fashion.
That's right.
Some kind of traveling salesman?
Once I got out of the Corps, I used my...
You were in the Marines?
Sure. I'm proud of it. The Fighting 6th.
You were in the 6th Marines?
Yes. I was a captain.
Which company?
Various companies. We had a lot of casualties.
Which engagements?
Okinawa. A couple of other places.
That will be all for now, Henry. You've been very helpful.
That son of a bitch was never in the Marines. Why'd you let him off the hook?
Because we're giving him a couple of minutes before we start tailing him. Arnett is an amateur. We need to find out who killed the girl. Can you pass this on to Bukowski? Have him check the place out and go through his records.
Sure, I'll pass it on.
Thanks. Can you also have R&I run the records on a Jimmy LeBlanc and find out who was his last arresting officer? Have them get in touch via KGPL when they have some information.
He's in that car at the lights.
He was squirming like a worm in there. Don't you love it when they pull the war hero excuse? Actually, maybe you don't.
God damn it. Everyone's looking at us, Cole.
I'd have expected a cad like Arnett to be a better liar.
Where are you taking us, Henry?
Never stepped foot in Okinawa.
He needs money and fast. Get in. Find out what he pawned. I'll stick with him. See how he intends to spend the money. Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
Hoof it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
He needs money and fast. Get in there and find out what he pawned. I'll stick with him. See how he intends to spend the money. Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Hoof it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
much slack. Gotta get closer.